Wait.
Yeah, there's people. 7,000. Oh wait, no, it's not 7,000.
Yeah.
I looked at it wrong. Hey, I see us. Yay!
Yay! Hello.
Hello. There we go. Cool.
Terry, you look like you're from an 80s sitcom ad or something like that with the wind blowing
Because
your hair.
Gee, your hair smells terrific.
Maybe I'm born with it.
But you don't have dandruff.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
It's hot.
I'll say.
In our area, and so our
Yeah, I got up to
HVAC
92
is
here.
so strong. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got a heat index of like 102 today, and I think we go a little higher tomorrow.
Oof.
It's actually my fault, y'all. Sorry.
Yes,
before we
it's your fault.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
Because we had an event today at the convention center, and so yesterday I posted in the event app for hundreds of people to see that said it is historically always freezing in the convention center. In my experience, it has always been freezing. Bring a sweater if you get cold, and then their air conditioning was not working appropriately, and everybody was hot. Now,
And wearing a sweater.
I had brought a sweater in my bag, but I had also brought a portable fan because I just get hot. And so I'm the only one that had a portable fan. And I was like, I swear to God, every other time I've been here.
So the money she made walking up to people? Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
Sharing my fan for like $1 a minute to cool off.
No, it's $1 a minute to heat up.
That's pretty cool.
Chill.
All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vacation is coming. It's GRD Sweekly. Sorry. It's almost here and I'm very, very excited. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the fine folks from GeekReadyDaily.com. You know us, you love from all the places. It's GRD Sweekly episode number...
2.
Wow.
It is not number 11. That was a long time ago, Terry.
No. The folks bringing it to you today, the woman who warned you, it is the Flinstress.
I won't cut you. Don't worry.
Oh, the lady who has warned you, it's Carol the Cat.
The only one that needs protecting is the one that gets in her way.
The man who feels good, even if you don't, it's Podcasting's Red Secret.
You feeling such dread at the prospect of me getting what I want.
And I'm the guy who's known for a thing or two. I'm the wonderful Billy Flynn.
That's what I do. I drink, and I know things.
And I'd like to say I don't know which one I'm better at. I don't know! So tell me there, yo, what happened this fine, fantastical week?
So many things, but not really that much. Anyway, I finished book 7 of Dungeon Crawler Caro, and so I am officially caught up to the one that just came out, the new release. But Audible is a weird, way to do it, because as I've mentioned a couple of times, I'm really enjoying the audiobook. It's basically an audio production, sound effects and voices, etc. And I absolutely love it. But so I had to do it through Audible. It's like $20-some a book, or you have to wait, and you can only do one a month. So I have 16 more days before I can get the next one as my one per month book. But I'm just there's been, I think over the course of the series, if there's 7 books, I think out of all of them, I talked somebody into giving me a credit, and I bought 2 of them, and then the rest of them I just waited until it was time. But I enjoy that series. This book 7 is, pretty dark. If you think about it, you just know it's progressively going to get darker. The premise of the series is, human beings going through this multi-level dungeon thing, and I won't say too much more, but it's obviously going to get worse the further down you go. And this was the 9th floor. This one they had been building up to the 9th floor for a long time, and not everybody made it. So yeah, it's one of those stories where you're don't get too attached to anybody. You pretty much guarantee that the main 2 characters are safe, but beyond that, it is anybody's game. Although, okay, I think maybe it might extend to a little bit further of the inner circle. I think people would riot if certain other characters were. So yeah, I'm gonna at something like I said in 15 to 17 days, I will have the new one. Or by the time we get to the Outer Banks, whatever comes first, so that I'll have something to read while I am there at the beach. So I guess we will see if I make it. But it is such a fun, good series. But it also has heart, and people have to make tough decisions, and loyalties are tested, and there's betrayal and twists, and it's just so enjoyable. I love it very much. Let's see, we are also caught up on thinking about twists and turns and things going wild is the show From. And this is the one where it's the horror show and we don't know what's going on. And I'm getting real close to my threshold on this show of, okay, that's enough questions. Now we need some answers. Right? Do you get like that with shows sometimes where you're like,
Sure.
okay, the mystery is going along pretty good here. I'm gonna need a couple of reveals, and they can go ahead and match up to our theories, right? I need confirmation that we came up with the right theories, but I need a few of those. But we're getting close to the end of the season, so you usually get some juicy tie-ups there at the end of the season. What do you say, Flynn?
Oh yeah, and since the next season is the last, yeah, answers are a coming, and it's got to line up to my theory because my theory is the best. Yes.
I hadn't heard that, but I do very much like a show where the story is planned out, and for them not to try to just drag it out because it's making money or whatever. Walking Dead. I mean, there's so many shows like that you can say where they just dragged it out. So it's nice to think they've gotten into it, and we'll be keeping up with it. It's just so creepy, and you never know what's going to happen. Oh, that show. Show. Speaking of wrapping up and being completely done, we have finished The Boys.
Yep.
Yeah, so what's the final verdict?
Such a well done, worthwhile show, and it's also a candidate for the absolute worst show on all time. Simultaneously should win awards and should also have never been made at the same time. I thought that this was a very satisfying ending. On a scale of me from like, I don't know, most people would say like Lost or keep it real, Battlestar Galactica would be at the low end of the satisfying spectrum for finales, and I would put our gold standard at the top of my scale is Cobra Kai. Okay, so between those two, that's like a scale of 1 to 10 or 1 to 100. I would put The Boys at like an 8.5, 9 on the satisfaction scale. What I really liked is that the people who deserved the worst comeuppances got like the comeuppances hit everyone who was bad and proportionally to their badness, in my opinion. So people who were like kind of going along because they were scared, protecting themselves, still got comeuppance. Some of it was gruesome, but the people who really, really deserved the most comeuppance, and I'm not going to say anything else, really got very, very satisfying comeuppance. Like, I mean, I think that, like, I'm just going to say, like, what happened with Homelander in the last episode was so, yeah, that shit. That absolute shit.
So where are you? Are you still watching The Boys?
I have 2 seasons to go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same window.
I kind of put it on a shelf for a little bit. I wanted it to finish.
Okay. Well,
so
hey.
I could just watch the entire 2 seasons that I have left.
Because you know what you have to look forward to with this season?
I know what I kind of know what I'm getting into, yeah.
Well, no, I was just going to say there's a couple of episodes with a hammerhead shark named Xander.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Who was voiced by Samuel L. Jackson.
I have actually seen a clip of that.
There's a lot of celebrity cameos in the last season, and they're all fucking golden. They really are.
Absolutely. Just horrible, horrible people doing horrible, horrible things.
Did you know Seth Rogen?
Saying no.
Did you know Seth Rogen doesn't actually smoke weed? Did you know that?
No, sure, right.
He just makes bongs as a hobby.
Yeah.
For my brand, man.
Yeah, he goes over to Tommy Chong's house and they have a little church study group.
That's right. Yes.
No, they play
Yeah.
guitar together.
Tea and cucumber sandwiches.
I will tell you that the of my geeky weeks from here on out will be primarily dominated by the World Cup, which I prefer the Women's World Cup is my like number one, and then I also absolutely love the Olympics, even though the World Cup is so incredibly like flawed and corrupted and just like bad in so many ways. Like people coming together and celebrating together and the joy that it brings to people all over the world and the just commitment to the beautiful game. I absolutely
People all
love the
over the
World Cup. I
world.
will watch as many hours of it as I possibly can fit. Mel and I are going tomorrow. The so in Richmond there isn't there's a professional team, but they're not in the MLS. So they're like League USL one, like one down from the MLS essentially. And and they have this really cool old sort of but really cool stadium in the middle of the city stadium, and they're going to show the World Cup game even though it's in Los Angeles.
Oh,
They're going to
cool.
show it on the jumbotron, so we're going to go watch it with a huge crowd of USA fans watching it on the jumbotron as like a huge massive watch party. There'll be thousands of people. It sounds like probably I can see it in your face, Rich, that sounds like your absolute thing,
Yeah,
but
that's
it
cool.
should be really fun. It should be really fun. We're looking forward to it. We'll be all decked out, and
Mhm.
it gives me a chance to wear a little red, white, and blue.
Oh,
And
that's
like,
cool.
obviously, I'm not truly all that proud of our country, but I believe that we will win, and this is gonna be a great summer for soccer in the United States. And we also watch Welcome to Wrexham. So later on in the summer, we're actually gonna see Wrexham, so that should be cool.
Wow.
But yeah, I probably have forgotten. Like, I tried to look through my notes, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that in my geeky week.
So I made a very, very brief appearance at Con Carolinas. They had a
Glad you
nice
went at least for
crowd.
a little bit.
Yeah, I
97
went for a
minutes.
couple. Yeah, I went for that was about it. That really was about it.
Yeah.
Um, it I just I wish they would find a new hotel. That's all I'll say. Particularly since they charged for parking this year. Um, but bought
Wow.
some books. Yeah, bought some books, saw some people,
Bastardos.
and they looked like they had a good crowd. My friend Wanda won the Shrewsbury Award, which is a fan award.
Ah, congratulations,
Um,
Wanda.
she was completely surprised.
Surprised she didn't
So
know? Oh, that's
she had no idea.
awesome.
She had no
Stunnified.
idea.
Oh, that's
So
so great.
yeah, so that was nice. And then I ended up having to go back to the office. We're doing one day
Oh,
a week. Uh, and then in August we'll be doing 3 days a week. Um,
I do
but
3 days a
that's
week, and it is not the worst, but
yeah,
I think honestly, 2 days in a week is the sweet spot. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
yeah. So that was interesting getting back into traffic.
Yeah.
Yikes. Um, TV wise, I've been watching a lot of TV the last 2 weeks. I started two shows completely over because I needed some happy time. And so I restarted Bob's Burgers because
Okay.
that's just fun.
Why not?
And then I
Yeah.
restarted Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Very, I just got done watching the episode where Joker kills Scarecrow because he unmasks Bruce. I'm still recovering from where's my goddamn electric car, Bruce? Um, I have to say Mark Hamill is the gold standard for voicing Joker, but Alan Tudyk is perfect in this show.
I
Yeah.
mean,
He does a good job.
And then of course I'm continuing Widow's Bay, and it is hilarious, and I love it deeply, and I will miss it when it's gone after next week. And Spider Noir, which I do think is a very good show. I'm just I'm still on the fence about Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Might have been better if this were animated.
I
I've
mean,
enjoyed
anytime he's on screen, it is kind of animated.
kind of animated, yeah, kind of animated.
Yikes.
Um, and then I started three new shows.
Uh-oh.
Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed, which is on Apple TV. This is oh gosh, what's the actress's name? Orphan Black.
Oh,
Tatiana
Tatiana
Maslany.
Maslany?
Yes, this is her new show. She plays a divorcee who starts this kind of parasocial relationship with a cam boy. And during one of their one-on-ones, she witnesses him getting attacked. And she goes to the police, and the police are like, "This is a scam. He's going to call you tomorrow begging you for money." And he actually does. But he also ends up dead. So
Whoa.
she's now trying to fight for custody of her daughter and solve a mystery at the same time.
Wow.
So it's actually it's funny. There's some very funny bits. Um, but it's also very tense as well. So I'm enjoying that one. And then on Netflix, I was watching Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen,
Yes.
which is about a couple that are getting married, and
Yep.
they go to his parents' uh, like estate because they're kind of wealthy, and
They got some money. They got some money.
they got some money, and strange things are starting to happen.
Yeah.
I'm about 3.5 episodes in.
Oh God.
Um,
Do you love how every episode they kind of set up something and then
yeah,
they sort of resolve that while something even
yeah.
weirder starts to happen?
It's
Mm.
like I was trying to
It's so strange. I love it.
yeah, because it's like, oh my God, it's supernatural. No, it's a perfectly natural thing that's happening right here. It's like, oh, but then
Yeah.
something in the background is weird is happening, and I like that.
The
And
picture's
then
eyes moved. Oh God.
yeah, and then I started to watch Cape Fear, which is on Apple TV, because I like both of the movie versions of Cape Fear. This is
Is
a
this a?
series.
I was gonna
This
say
is a
this is a
series.
series.
Yeah, this is a series. It's a limited run series, so it's only gonna. I
Okay.
think it's only gonna get the one season. I'm
Okay.
watching it because Javier Bardem, and
He's
how
Max
dare they?
Cady.
Yes, and
Okay.
how dare they put him in green contacts? That's not fair. That's not fair.
Okay. All right.
He's very yeah. I'll be continuing to watch Cape Fear simply to stare at Javier Bardem.
Very
And
Um,
in her bunk.
yes.
Yeah, right.
And then movie wise, I went and saw Backrooms. I am negligent, but my review will be up on Saturday. I
Yeah.
liked it, but I didn't love it.
I'm getting a lot. I'm getting a lot of vibes of that. People are like, well, you know.
I am
It's
very
like you didn't
impressed
really
though.
love it, but you can't think of why.
Yeah, yeah. The acting's fine, although the lead actress, I don't want to butcher her name, and I apologize. She was in Sentimental Value last year. She's a Swedish actress.
Right. Say it,
Um,
Rich.
and her English,
Franklin Jaya.
There you go.
her acting's good, but she's got that stilted kind of Swedish inflection on her English because
Oh
you can
yeah.
tell that English is definitely not her first language. But it's not a terrible film, and I'm very impressed that a 20-year-old directed it
Okay.
because it is well directed. And it's doing just gangbusters. This thing cost 10 million and has already made over 200.
Busters.
So
Do-do-do-do-do.
he's going to get a Backrooms too.
You're gonna call.
Um, and then I watched Pillion, which stars Alexander Skarsgård, speaking of Swedes, and Dudley Dursley, Henry. Oh, what's
Cavill.
his last name? No,
Furthermore,
no.
Crumpet.
Franklin and Jaya.
Melling, Harry Melling, Harry Melling, Patrick Troughton's grandson, actually. But he played Dudley Dursley in the Harry Potter films, and
Did
it
not
stars
know
him
that.
as well. Yeah, yeah, that's his grandson. Um, it is a very bittersweet, very kind of sweet romantic movie about finding your place in the world, and it has a lot of man ass in it.
Okay.
A lot of
Good
man
man ass or bad man ass? Not all man ass is created
Well,
equal.
I mean, the two leads have nice asses, but the rest of the biker gang could have kept their pants on, frankly.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, this is about a young guy who meets a biker in a bar and gets involved into a BDSM relationship with him. Uh, you see a lot of Alexander Skarsgård, so thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Now
And
that's the Skarsgård that was in Murderbot, right?
It is Pride Month.
yes,
And True Blood. Okay, fair enough.
and True Blood, yes.
Bloody true.
Bill Skarsgård is the one that is Pennywise.
Yep.
Um, there are two other Skarsgårds floating around.
There's one that was in the that is in the Marvel universe.
Oh yeah, the dad.
Oh, Stellan
Oh, that's
Skarsgård.
Stellan.
Stellan,
That's the
yeah.
dad.
Skarsgård.
Yeah, that's the dad. But he's got like 7 kids. They're all
Yeah.
artists of some,
Yeah.
in some fashion.
Yeah, he's
but,
not the hot one. Sorry.
Well, when you're
What, the dad?
That's not the hot one.
I'd do Stellan Skarsgård. I'm sorry. I've had a crush on him for a very long
Ask him to put on the wig from Andor.
But yeah, that's it was actually a very good movie. So that has basically been my geeky week.
Sweet.
Well, I, of course, am all up to date on Widow's Bay, and it is still hitting my top 10 of all time shows so far. It just, so freaking good. I love it. Another one is that I'm kind of going back and catching up on some stuff is Midnight Mass. And about halfway through that, really enjoying the hell out of that. It's out of all of the Flanagan ones, out of the Mike Flanagan stuff, it's
Mike Flanagan, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's the quality is on par with Hill House and Bly Manor, but it's a very different kind of a story. So it's not as scary, but it's on par in the storytelling and stuff. Just I'm enjoying it.
Bit of Stephen King.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Stephen King.
Yeah.
Than like Hill House and Blythe Manor and Follow the House of Usher.
Yeah, which House of Usher would probably be the next one I watch.
Dude, that's so good.
That's what I keep hearing.
Good.
That's what I keep hearing.
If you're a Poe guy, you're gonna flip and love that. Sorry, I almost forgot we already did it once.
I'm just a Poe boy. I don't need no
That
sympathy.
was the name of our show. When we did the show about Edgar Allan Poe back in the day for Geek Label, I called us Poe Boys. That was the show.
That's probably why I was floating around in there.
Yeah.
And of course, during dinner time, it's been a mix between either Bob's Burgers or going back to a wonderful classic Schitt's Creek, which, my God, that show.
I do drink red wine.
It is so freaking good. I love that so much. And
I watch that now because Catherine O'Hara is gone, and that was
Yeah,
sad.
but she did so much magic on that show.
But here's the thing.
Watching it was like she's still with us.
Because of Schitt's Creek, an entire new generation
That's true.
got to meet her before she passed. So that's why.
We all found something else with her in it, and a bunch of people are like, "Oh my God, who is this?"
Yes, exactly. Well, and with Beetlejuice and everything, so she, yeah.
She had a resurgent
Mm-hmm.
in her career.
And actually, I don't think her comedic chops have ever been put on as good of a display as Schitt's Creek. Just the way she would pronounce words. That's one of those shows. Just like Nick Offerman, or Matt Berry.
What we do in the shadows.
Where I rewind just to hear the pronunciations of the words. But this is how we all speak in Tucson, Arizona. Oh my God. He's my good time boy. And actually went to the theaters and watched Mandalorian and Grogu. It was a blast.
So did we. She forgot that.
I mean,
It's fun. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
Is it like
Someone said to me before I went, it's like, well, just as long as you understand it's really just a kid's movie. I'm like, yeah, I understand. Anytime I watch a Star Wars movie, it's a kid's movie. I'm a kid again. It's Star Wars, for God's sakes.
Yeah,
I mean,
people
it is
need to
obviously
stop.
made for younger people, but
People need to stop putting those qualifiers on things. Yes, it's about a man in a tin suit and a puppet with big ears. I'm not expecting Shakespeare. I'm not expecting performances that are going to be Academy Award winning. What I am going to expect is to be transported to a world of whimsy, which is what we need now. I don't need it to reinvent anything. I need it to entertain me.
I want to see
That-
pew bad guys.
And that is what it did.
to ask, did you really need to see Hut abs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was buff.
Hey,
That was
hey.
one strong hut.
Let's not forget that we first saw that character in the Clone
Yes,
Wars
the
movie.
In
Yeah,
the most
worst Star Wars
disappointing.
movie ever.
Yes. 100%. But yeah, no. Seeing a Hut fight, like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, no, that's how it would be. You know, seeing a Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh freaking rolling around fighting the stuff from a Jindaric table was just like, Yes, the little references. Yes, I mean it was just such a blast, and so had such a good time with it. Such a good time with it, and that has been. Oh, and the only other thing is that I've been helping the dev team on an RP server, which is so much fun to get back into, and getting in and solving problems and trying to create some new things and stuff. And it's just I just love doing it. So. That has been my Geeky Week.
Okay.
Very
So in comics, they put out a Supergirl special because I don't know if you know, but there's a movie coming out. So it's like,
Movies
a
are
bunch
bad.
of the, her first appearance and like those early years where she's still in the orphanage, and bringing to mind something I forgot, that the Danvers were not the first people who adopted her. Another couple adopted her first, but they just needed a daughter to help them run a scam that they did at the carnival they worked at.
wow.
That tracks.
So she went back to the orphanage. There's Justice League Dream Girls, which was one of their Pride event comics for this year, which was a good read. It's obviously highlighting the ladies who like ladies in the DC universe, which is fine. I watched the movie The Bride. Anyone seen The Bride?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she has.
definitely
I
very
want
good.
to. I want to.
So I can't tell if the opening is incredibly interesting or the most self-pretentious thing I've ever seen in a film.
I've landed on self-pretentious, and I think
Okay.
the opening hurts the overall movie.
I do too,
Overall, I like a
because
Bonnie and Clyde
and
Frankenstein
and
bride.
Frank and the Bride, their
Yeah,
chemistry is great
it's
when
really
they're
and
on screen.
Christian
It's
Bale, Rusty
yes,
Buckley.
they are killing it in this movie. But we
But
keep
the
going to
to
Mary
Mary
Shelley,
Shelley, and
and
I'm
and
that
is
my problem is you have this opening with Mary Shelley, but then you have a world where Mary Shelley exists.
yes.
If Mary Shelley exists, then Frankenstein can't be a real thing.
So essentially, it's Mary Shelley who is. It's either on her near her deathbed, or it's sort of the ghost of her, which is
I think
never
it's like she's in
explicitly
limbo
made
or
clear.
something.
But she's basically going, okay, well, if I'd wrote The Bride of Frankenstein, this is what I would have wrote. But here's a problem. There comes a moment in the movie that's kind of clever, in which Frank and the bride are dancing to Putting on the Ritz.
Yeah.
And
That's the
our
point.
Frank even goes, Putting on the Ritz. However, that was written something like 50 years after her death. So what the hell's going on? So
Well,
if you can ignore the Mary Shelley part of this, there's a good
yeah,
movie in there.
it's a really good movie, but I don't know what they were. I just fall on pretension because
Oh,
there's really
oh.
no excuse for it.
And my other problem is when it hits and it closes, we get our closing credits. I would not have chosen that song.
No.
I would not have chosen to close the movie with Monster Mash. I would not have done that.
Wow.
I would not have done that. But there's a good movie in there. You just kind of have
Yeah.
to ignore a
I
couple of
just
things.
Were they
yeah,
eating some Frankenberry cereal at some point in time?
No! No kind of jokes like now.
Did Herman Munster show up?
There's a couple times where I thought that we were going to go some kind of crazy thing like that, and then no, then our two leads come back and go, look, this is the movie that we're doing. Oh, okay, cool. Okay,
yeah.
interesting.
I don't think it deserved all of the hate it was getting
No,
when it was released.
but some
And
that
I
it
think
got, I completely understand.
yeah, and I do think Maggie Gyllenhaal is a good director.
Yeah, there's great stuff in this movie.
Yeah.
It's just the Mary Shelley and the Monster Mash thing. You
That
started
was
and
like
stopped your movie in a very weird way with me.
yeah.
So if you
Agreed.
can ignore the opening and stop it immediately when it goes to black, you're good. You're totally good. All right, I also watched We Bury the Dead.
Oh,
Also not bad.
that's a Jim Jarmusch movie, right?
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So it's not just a zombie movie. It is very much a people drama with zombies around.
So good.
The diner scene. The diner scene.
It's quite good.
Yes.
I'm sitting in the theater thinking they can't possibly have another. Oh my god, when is this scene gonna end?
It's
And
just
it
not.
just got funnier and funnier.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Ah, good time. I've watched season 2 of Murder Mindfully. This is the show you might remember talked about, where this lawyer guy, he's got like a mob boss that he works for, and one day he basically puts him in the trunk of his car to hide him and ends up killing him and running the mob. So this is season 2, where basically he's now running 2 mobs, with neither mob knowing that. and there's a cop on his trail for various crimes that she thinks he's guilty of. Oh, it's all kinds of just crazy things keep happening in this guy. But, he's learning mindfulness. So he's becoming a better person. And that's growth. And I like that. I have watched Night of the Nine Kingdoms. I'm sorry, Seven Kingdoms.
That was a fun show.
It was a very
I
fun
think,
show.
I hope it keeps that level of quality, because we all know
Yes.
Game of Thrones just kind of went
Yes.
downhill after season 5-ish. But this is just really good, and that little kid playing Egg is just
It's
perfect.
great. It's just the greatest. I love how he's completely, yes, I am a squire, and now, okay, I'm gonna speak all of like this that the squire should never say. It's so great how he works all of that in, and I so wanted, I had trepidation because I was like, come on, a dunk and egg show, you're gonna screw this up, but they did not screw it up. It's pretty good, and it gives me hope because if you can get a dunk and egg show right, for the love of God, can I get a 1 hour animated Tank and Biggs? Come on, hello, thank you.
Oh, don't tease that, man.
I know, but it would.
I couldn't handle it.
It would be so good. And I've most recently watched something called The 8 Show. Hey, Rich, this is another show I found from South Korea. But, Rich, this one is also dubbed, so you can watch it. But see, here's why you're going to want to watch it. So our main character that we start off with, he owes a bunch of money to loan sharks. There's really no reason to live, so he's at a bridge about to end it. When he gets the message on his phone and a limo pulls up to take him to this big-ass building where he walks in, and there's a bunch of cards on a table with numbers on them, and it's a show. It's a game show that he's now part of if he wants to be it. He picks one of the cards and he walks in. And when you walk in, there's like this big open room, and there's, up on the wall, stairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's where your rooms are, is on a various floor. And what makes this weird is he gets to his room, and there's no bathroom. And you have to be in your room from midnight to 8 a.m. So he has to, from the thing, buy a plastic bottle. And that's when you learn that all the things you can buy are 10 times more than they are in a store normally. However, he is getting, what is it, like 30,000 won per minute for being here. Now, the next day they learn, when they're talking about hungry, and this one girl's like, why didn't y'all eat? He's like, what do you mean eat? He's like, well, I got 12 meals. They send everybody's meals to the person at the top at floor 8. And that person's supposed to send it down the little trolley they have to the very... Yeah. So you see where this is going. So they go up to her room to get the food and find out that her room is huge. And that while the first floor gets 10,000 won per minute, she gets like 340,000 won per minute. So the higher floors have a better lifestyle choice. And in our main room down at the bottom, there's a clock on the wall, which is how much time is left. As long as the time is going, they can still earn their money. And they can make the time go by performing, doing various things to make the audience interested enough to get them more time. It gets dark quickly, and it is a very interesting little show. I enjoyed that quite a bit. We played Turtles again last week. This time we have harder levels that we can play to make the damn game even more frustratingly hard. So, yeah, we're working on that. I got the before and after for the last show, and for Dickie didn't see it up. So everybody, you got stuff. Go enjoy it. It'll be awesome. You'll love it tremendously. I promise.
The wonderful Billy Flynn looks at what Chad and Abby are up to now. If you know what TV show they're on this week, you could win yourself a prize. It's your further adventures of Chad and Abby update.
A team of investigative reporters and the nation's glamorous people and editor are about to get to know each other because the first issue they do highlights a notorious madman, an ambitious U.S. senator, and a couple of reunited screen stars. Marlena, a grand dame of soap opera, seems destined to die at the hands of a vengeful producer, Kate. Chad and Abby suspect there's a softer side to temperamental tennis champ Brady. A millionaire wills his estate to a man he don't know. So they try to find out if the will is real or fraud, and they do a story on an escape artist, but they learn he's pushing his son to follow in his footsteps, and his son's wife is afraid her husband will not survive. Stefan is interesting. Very interesting. Abby would like to get back to her favorite deadly sins. Chad is not keeping secrets. He tells the naked truth. These folks can find the truth hard to see when there is sparkle, twinkle, scintillation, #Chabby, forever.
Looks like you've got mail waiting.
Scintillation's a good word. Anyway, The Three Amigos. I'm listening stuck at home so I can write to you before my extreme non-hyper ADD with no age drops in my memory of what good company you are always. Wait, I'm so far behind. I had to switch to a different podcast app when the ancient dog catcher app stopped working. Wow. Dog catcher? AntennaPod is open source and generally nice. It's also more active about my backlog of episodes if I fall behind on too many. So I have to go into AntennaPod manually and make tough choices about which episodes I manually add to my queue. So I just heard you say you didn't have enough lead time with the previous Riff Tracks Live. I did not. I did have a good time when the show started, and I always get lost in the movie before EDD medicine. The only place I could totally focus was in the dark theater watching a movie. I believe the next one is going to be the first of the MSTs that they're doing is their next Riff Tracks Live. So let's get it together. I'd love to go see that. I just checked. There's no Riff Tracks Live event scheduled ahead. I think it's the next one's going to be that. With my extreme non-hyper inattentive type ADD, no H, and how far behind I get in all podcasts, I need to reach out to me by email when the next Riff Tracks Live announcement happens. I hope that's not asking too much. That's from Bill. No, Bill, I will definitely tell you because, yeah, I'd like to go see it. I mean, I've paid for it and I'll get it for free, but I'd like to go see it too. Hello, Sweekly ones. I may have a first for you. I did not know that there was a TV show called Ball 4, but I read the book the show is based on. So I'm listening and it's ringing some bells, but I'm like, wait. A fine for being late? I read that in a book. And a quick search, oh, look, yeah. That Ball 4 book I read. Oh, my God, they made a TV series out of it. No wonder it didn't last. No one's ready for an inside look at baseball like that. Not then. So now I have to find this to see if it was any good. Do you see what you've done? Do you? That is from Desmond. Well, it's what happens, man. But yeah, Ball 4 is where Chad and Abby were before. A one-season, late 70s baseball show based on a book, trying to get some inside looks at what really happens in the world of baseball. So, yeah, those kind of things don't go.
Their orangutan episode really reached out and touched my heart.
Tonight, on a very special. Yeah, that's how that works. If you would like to leave us a note, won't you please? It's podcast@geekradiodaily.com. You can send a voicemail or a text message. Those are always fun. To a magic number that is this.
510 GRD crew.
That's how the cool kids do it, and you should make sure that happens with you as well.
A Whovian and a Nuvian walk into a TARDIS
and explore every episode of the classic Doctor Who series.
Join me, podcaster John S. Drew,
and me, writer-editor Jim Beard, as we take apart each story starting from the very beginning in 1963.
And join us on our Facebook page and Twitter, where we continue the discussion with you with historical artifacts from British papers of the time. The Doctor's Beard podcast, released every Saturday around tea time on your favorite podcasting app.
And we'll see you in time and space.
It's Thursday night, and the podcast has convened a summit to determine which spaceship smells the worst. Play Jackbox with Geek Radio Daily on Friday, and maybe Flynn will attempt to communicate exclusively through exaggerated eyebrow movements.
The Vogon ship.
They would have to. Just absolutely reek. Oh my dear God in heaven. Because I was sitting there going, which one? And then you just nailed it. Good job, sir.
I'm not wearing any pants. Film at 11.
Geek News!
Taking a look at the world from what they do call a geeky point of view. That's the word O.
Well, I'll go first since I have bad news. Just like the Grinch came for Whoville, the BBC has come for Whovians this holiday season. The network has announced it has canceled this year's Doctor Who Christmas special. It also revealed that showrunner Russell T Davies is leaving the series. This might all sound very bad, but according to Davies, the mere possibility of a Christmas special was always meant to serve as a bridge to a new era of Doctor Who.
Thanks, Billy Piper.
What this is all about. The BBC is already looking for a new voice to lead the show. We get this from a BBC press release. After careful consideration, the BBC, Russell T Davies, and Bad Wolf have collectively decided not to go ahead with the previously announced Doctor Who Christmas episode. This decision was not taken lightly, and we know it will be disappointing for the fans, but in order to set the show up for future series, it was decided that rather than bridge the gap with a one-off special, we are choosing to push forward to invest in a long-term future of the show, which ensures that when the TARDIS lands once more, it does so in all of its glory. Where have I heard that before? Oh, from the BBC, previously concerning Doctor Who. The BBC also said that its efforts at securing the next phase of the show for future generations will include putting the show out to competitive tender this year. Basically, meaning they're not going to do anything with Doctor Who this year or next year. On Instagram, Davies confirmed his departure and also offered insight into the cancellation of the Doctor Who Christmas special, which apparently only ever existed in the strategic name only. Davies wrote, "We only cooked the special up to guarantee a future when no one knew what would happen. But now that we do know, there's no need for it." Hey, Russell, we're fans. We wanted it.
Yep.
How about
Absolutely.
that?
Absolutely. Do you know
Davies
how many
also-
years I've been watching Doctor Who with my family at Christmas?
Yeah.
You know what though? Here's the thing though. Think about how long we went between doctors at one point in time, and then we got this amazingly brilliant next generation. So maybe.
Davies also said no Doctor Who Christmas special script ever existed. Thanks for that. And that he never approached any actor to play the Doctor. Left unsaid was what his departure and the special's cancellation will mean for the giant cliffhanger he leaves behind. We thought the Christmas special could resolve the shocking return of Billie Piper's Rose. However, that apparently will not happen now, and we won't find out anything until 2028. That's not a long time for the regenerating Time Lord, but it isn't exactly the type of holiday present we Whovians expected this year. Although it does give you something else to look forward to in 2028.
Something else. Well,
my bad joke that I told Carol and she decided not to use was, I don't like how they went from Doctor Who to Doctor Whatever.
Whenever, apparently. I mean, should we be surprised? Look how we left Torchwood.
Sad.
Yeah.
Do it.
I blame all the people who whined about Billie Piper.
Yeah, well.
That's who it was.
It got people talking. It got conversation going.
Which was the goal, yeah. Although it did feel a bit like it was shocking to be shocking. And so it's kind of like, dude, if the sponge is wrung dry, pass it over to somebody else, would you?
Yeah.
That's what Wayne did.
In my story, which is one I'm surprised that Carol didn't do.
Saw the Doctor Who one and this one, and I was like, nope, I'm going with Doctor Who.
Netflix has released the first full trailer for its new adaptation of Little House on the Prairie.
Oh, shit.
Based on the classic books by Laura Ingalls Wilder, the series follows the Ingalls family as they leave Wisconsin and head west to build a new life on the frontier, blending family drama with the hardships of pioneer survival, and Laura Ingalls meeting God on a mountain. The trailer highlights... The trailer... I chose this specifically to make her giggle. The trailer highlights both the beauty and danger of frontier life, showing young Laura's sense of adventure alongside the challenges her family faces as they settle on the prairie. Netflix describes the show as a hopeful family story, an epic survival tale, and an origin story of the American West. That plague episode's gonna hit a little harder this go around, I suppose. The new series...
They had 3.
Yeah. That's true. The new series stars Alice Halsey as Laura alongside Luke Bracey, Crosby Fitzgerald, and Skywalker Hughes.
Okay.
As the rest of the Ingalls family. The show premieres on Netflix on July 9th and has already been renewed for a second season. That season will no doubt help the show to rise to a higher death toll than the original when new reoccurring character Blanche the Orangutan shows up, played by Melissa Gilbert.
You realize that Blanche the Orangutan showed up on Little House on the Prairie.
Yes, I did my research.
I want you to be proud of me.
I did my research on this with the wackiest stuff that happened.
So,
oh my God.
Is it true? Is it true that this time the theme song is done by Limp Bizkit?
Little house on the prairie. This time we can stand up and shout.
You said you did some research. Speaking of research, scientists and actually working with a company called the 90, a spin-off from a former Fitbit executive that has come out with a new piece of wearable technology, a necklace that tracks UV exposure. It's called the Gem, and there's an app, of course, with actionable guidance. But essentially, you wear this pendant necklace. Um, it's smart jewelry, and it's designed to help you keep an eye on real-time UV exposure. So it's actually like kind of normal looking as far as a necklace. Somebody might go, okay, what is that, right? You could probably add different charms and designs, but it includes sensors that measure UVA and UVB rays. The data changes throughout the day as a person moves in and around sunlight. It provides relatively accurate assessments of exposure, even if you're walking outside or near a sunny window. It's sent to the app, and then that creates a personalized skin profile which will provide advice regarding personal UV thresholds, sunscreen reminders. So your necklace can like remind you to put sunscreen on, and sunlight exposure windows.
Produced by Baz Luhrmann.
Nowadays,
So,
right?
if
So
you,
this could really come in handy.
if you don't put on the sunscreen, does it strangle you?
What happens if you don't put the lotion in the basket?
It's,
Oh,
new
necklace.
category of wearable. There are UV sensors out there, different startups, etc. It's eventually going to cost. This necklace is going to cost $300 when it hits the market. Right now, early adopters can get it for $200. But yeah,
All right, Rich.
without having to get a sunburn, you could wear this necklace and no clear UV exposure.
Ironically, the battery in it gives you cancer.
All right, so a 78-year-old man in the United Kingdom died and donated his body to science after his death. And while dissecting the cadaver, medical students made a serendipitous discovery in the pelvis, according to a report of the case. You could say that they found a bona fide superstar. Inside the skin of the scrotal sac and adjacent to a primary external penis were two smaller penile structures. Only the primary penis was externally visible, but all three penises, including a bulbous structure called a glans and a chamber
penises or peni?
tissue that would fill the blood to create a direction known as the corpus cavernosum. You actually know the guy that this is. He's the one that made that company Johnson & Johnson.
And Johnson?
Upon closer examination, doctors saw there was only one urethra, the tube that transports urine from the bladder, which followed a meandering course through the secondary penis and then into the primary penis, terminating in the external penis's urethral orifice.
I should have started a counter at the beginning of your story to count how many.
Oh, there's so many. I hope you're enjoying it. There were no branches in the tunnel, and no additional urethral tubes were found in the third and smallest penis, which means that there was no micturating in harmony. Huh? That's an SAT word. During fetal development, a structure called the genital tubercle arises and eventually develops into an external genitalia, forming either a clitoris or penis, because we all start as women. In this case, there may have been triplication of the genital tubercula, resulting in three penises, according to the report. Possessing three penises is called triphalia, which I never knew in my life. It is a more common variety of the more common variant of this anomaly is diphalia, which is referring to two penises, which I've never run across in my life. And they are like all three, like 10 inches. In most cases, extra penises are associated with medical issues such as sexual dysfunction, fertility problems, and urinary tract infections. The author speculated that this man knew about his triphalia but opted to forego surgery due to the apparent lack of symptoms and the benign nature of his condition, and never told anyone at all ever. And so a whole town full of people knew him forever, and then they find out this way? Kudos, dude.
That is what we call a dick move.
Absolutely. GRD is licensed with Creative Commons Attribution, non-commercial, non-derivative, works, not safe, 3-foot license. Come check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. Stop by the website at Geek Radio Daily.
It gives a whole different meaning to tripod, I suppose.
I mean, like, not once in your life to be like, hey, well, you know what? Not once? Not once.
Well, he can't prove it.
You got a free beer out of that, you know?
He can't prove it.
Like, if I had three penises, I'd be telling everybody.
Ladies, so you can drop us a note at podcast at geekradiodaily.com or a voicemail text message to the magical numbers OOV.
Got three penises and still working with 6 inches.
All about the girth.
disaster.
Good night, suckers!
Oh my god, look at this place. Like a museum of failure.
Okay, in exchange for helping us, I will personally speak to the parole board about reducing your sentence.
Pass.
Pass?
That deal don't work for Eddie Plant. You want the Fire Blaster's help, he has some demands.
Demands?
The bifocal blaster is here, by the way.
I want an island.
Oh my god.
There are 18,617 named islands that are part of the United States and its territories, not to mention all the countless unnamed ones, like the soon-to-be-called Edwahi.
You're not getting an island.
Then I want a full pardon. I want to get out of here for good. And after I do, I don't want to pay no taxes, like forever, and no sales tax. If I want to buy some, for instance, gum, I want to flash me a card that says I saved the world. I don't have to pay no shitballs taxes on the gum. And I want a stealth attack helicopter, like they fly over the Super Bowl, at my disposal at all times, so I can fly around. If the world's still here, I don't want to deal with traffic no more. And lastly, I want you to set up a romantic rendezvous between me, Serena Williams, and Martha Stewart in the Lincoln bedroom.
God, he was the only good thing about Pixels.
Only good thing in that movie.
That was such a bad movie.
Terrible movie.
Ugh.
Yeah. I was thinking, what is this? I'm like, oh god, that's a terrible, terrible movie.
It is.
Yeah, it took me a second to realize that was Dinklage. Oh, man.
I got some demands.
Yeah. Well, based on that, I was like, wow, is he playing a clip from The Boys already? Okay. Well, I'm assuming these are new superheroes that showed up. Wait a second.
And what's funny is for my labeling, it's actually labeled capital D-E-E, mans. D-mans.
That's how I would imagine it spelled, yeah.
Oh, good times. So, yeah. Triphalia.
That's,
What's that man's name? Did they give his name?
They did not give his name in the story. And
Carol, he's dead. It's too late. You can't get a date.
But it's 3. Can't you see it's a magic number?
What would the third one do? Just flop around?
Well, we're still inside. Like that was the thing. The other two, because I paid attention during this story, Carol. Yeah, no, two of them were innies.
Hey, but just one urethra, so.
So does that?
That man's pee must have been like so lost.
Right?
So shouldn't we be out?
It was shaken, not stirred. That's for sure.
Hey.
So wait. So his urinary system worked like the stomachs of a cow.
I mean, it had to go up, hang a right, curve around.
Yeah. I mean,
I must have just like stood in front of a urinal for like 5 minutes and then suddenly started peeing.
It's coming. Wait. Oh, there it is.
So yeah, I found that. I found a different story, but it actually was from a month ago. So it was about a product that was coming out, and it's already out now. I'm like, well, damn. But it was the anti-porn phone. It's a phone where nothing porn or sexual in nature can show up on it.
Yeah, isn't that Mike Johnson's phone?
No, that's the one that he's got that tied to his kids. They're their porn overseers.
It's oh my god, now I'm blanking on the word.
I don't know how they.
And it's their sponsors, their accountability partners, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to do that with your kid?
Yeah.
That's his adopted kid, isn't it?
I don't think I don't think he has a natural kid.
Yeah, no, it's very much like a Gates situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, we play the Turtles next week, but the week after that, we're at the Outer Banks. Woo!
Outer Banks.
We won't have a.
No, we'll be doing water. Splash, splash, splash. we'll be going to Captain George's restaurant.
So we'll have
Ooh, nice.
a geeky smart next.
Dude, it's like one of those crazy big ass huge buffet things where they just like knock out acres of crab legs.
Oh, yes. Very nice. All the popcorn shrimp your arteries can take. Yeah, I got an early morning too.
All right. Cool.
Have we closed the stream?
No.
We're about to. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. Have a good day. Bye. Month.
Month.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
Month.